What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to Frankenmuth Farms here as we are looking to close out the month of October. We got a few things that we need to get done here around the farm. As you can see right now, we're going to go ahead and get loaded up on some sunflowers. As you are aware, in the last episode, we went ahead and we finally purchased the oil mill, which is going to allow us to make some sunflower oil and then also allow us to make some canola oil. We have our canola field that's actively growing. And these are going to be our primary methods towards making some money that's going to allow us to purchase some more farmland. I'm going to get you guys all up to date on some of the things that have been already taken care of here around the farm. If you're excited for some more Frankenmuth Farms content here, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell so you don't miss any future content as it pertains to Frankenmuth Farms. So real quick, a couple things that we got done. I cleaned up all of the pallets of sunflowers and soybeans that have spawned outside of the open air gardens. I have set the sunflower open air greenhouse to distributing, so now this should automatically send any pallets that we have straight over to our oil mill, and that will keep the oil mill supplied with sunflowers so that we can continue to produce some sunflower oil. Once we get into the harvest for the canola, we will also make sure that we take all the harvested canola over to the oil mill as well. And then we will kind of double dip for a little while and we will produce sunflower oil as well as canola oil. Soybeans, they're just going to continue to spawn pallets right outside here, the open air garden. What I do have to help us with moving some things around the farm is I did buy a solids like universal transport bag here, the Goods Global transport bag. Basically pretty easy. All you do is you can pick it up and carry it around and maneuver it. The side that says auto load is the side that you want facing any sort of pallets that you have. And then the side that says discharge, pretty self-explanatory. That is the side that it's also going to discharge from. You can use this to put stuff into your silo system. Very, very convenient. They're super cheap. I think that's like $1,000 for this global transport bag. They also have one for liquids as well, which is, again, very convenient. So what we're going to do is actually come over here to our soybean greenhouse, and we're going to just kind of set this about like I can't really see too well around me. We're going to set this like right here. So now as the pallets spawn, they're typically going to start spawning at this end and then work their way down. So now as they spawn, they're automatically going to fill this transport bag up, and at which point we'll just move it over here to our silo system, and we will deposit the soybeans in here. We currently have basically 29,000 liters of soybeans. We're going to hold on to those for a little while because what we are going to do is we're just going to make our way through the winter time. We're going to fast forward, get into the spring. There should not be anything that's really going to be required of us through November, December, January, February. And I think what we're going to do is actually pick back up with everything in March. And there's a couple different reasons why we're going to pick March. And let me show you guys why I'm thinking this. So if we take a look at our time-saving stock check, we can see, first and foremost, we know that we're not selling the sunflowers, but their max value is in March. The max value of cotton is also in March. And then a couple things that we're not selling, but solid fertilizer, lime, herbicide, all those things sell for their highest prices in March. So it kind of seems like initially March is just kind of a good month to pick up on everything and to get started. And if we go up here to our crop calendar, we can see that we also get into the planting season with March as well. Now, we don't have any fields necessarily that we are going to be able to harvest until we get into the July timeframe, because that's when our canola field was planted. So you can see here, we have the option to harvest in either July or August. But what that does mean is that we have some time here between March and April to maybe do a handful more contracts, make a little bit more money. And then on top of that, we're also going to deposit our sunflowers over at the oil mill. So we're going to be producing sunflower oil through the whole entire winter time. We may have enough money come the planting season to go ahead and purchase another field in which we can get some crops planted in and have it to be able to produce for us. But for the time being, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. We need to jump in our tractor here, take our 35,000 liters of sunflowers over to the oil mill so that we can start sunflower oil production. Finally, 11 episodes later, and we're finally getting into oil mill productions. super stoked. Really excited to see how much money we can make off of this. Now, the big thing that we're going to also have to do is eventually we need to get some of these bigger fields. This is our goal. We wanted to buy some of the bigger fields that surround our farm and basically utilize those. We're, in essence, just going to mass produce oil here on Frankenmuth Farms, whether it's sunflower oil, canola oil. The olive oil, we're definitely not going to get into olive oil, but our primary sources of income are definitely going to be sunflower oil, canola oil. We also have fabric that's being produced pretty relatively quickly. I think we're on average getting 1 to 2 pallets per month, which means we probably need to take a look at getting the tailor shop as well, so we can start to produce clothing, which clothing just sells for, it's like a cheat code, realistically. It sells for so much money. But that's what we're all about, is trying to make some money here on Frankenmuth Farms, get ourselves into the point where we are pretty much self-sustaining. We also need to continue to look at getting ourselves a little bit of livestock and some poultry in the form of some chickens, and utilize animals to help us make some money as well, because they will help get us through the winter time just as much as anything else will. So let me get over here to the oil mill. Let me turn my blinker off first so I don't confuse any of these other AI drivers that we have around here. We'll deposit all of the sunflower seeds into the oil mill. We'll start the production on that, and at which point we are going to, I think we're just going to go into hibernation until we can get ourselves into the springtime. All right, arriving at the oil mill. Here we go. Oh, finally. It feels like it has been forever that we've been working towards getting to this point. And realistically, it kind of has been. I mean, it took us 10 episodes to get to this point. Now, I'm sure there's things that we could have done a lot better, a lot more efficiently, and we could have been here before it took us 10 episodes. But nonetheless, we're here. So let's go ahead and we are going to activate our sunflower oil. It's going to store right here. I'm not going to set it to selling or anything like that, because I want to be able to just collect up the pallets and then sell the sunflower oil off when it is selling for its highest price, which, out of curiosity, I want to take a look and see when that's going to be. Let's show price fluctuations. So September. It's not going to be bad, because that's going to give us, what's going to be really nice about that is it sets us up extremely well for moving into the winter time, to where we can collect all that money up and then have that kind of be like our little bit of financial cushion to get us through the winter. So with that, we're going to head back over to the farm, get this trailer dropped off. I am going to take a look and see if there are any contracts that maybe we can knock out here in the month of October, just to see if there's a way we can make a little bit of extra money as we move into the winter. But if we don't, I'm not super concerned about it, because I expect there to probably be a lot of contracts available to us in the month of March when we enter the spring, especially seeing that we're going to be getting ready for the planting season as well. Well, we did end up picking up a plowing contract that's worth about $21,000. So that's going to be nice for us to have. That'll put us upwards of about $32,000 moving into the winter time, plus whatever additional income we can make from the farm itself as we progress through the winter months. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue working on getting this field plowed up, and at which point I think we are going to just quickly bypass the winter time. So the next time that you guys see me here at Frankenmuth Farms, it will be the month of March, moving into the third full calendar year that we have been here on Frankenmuth Farms. Man, it seems like just yesterday that we were getting started on this. Let me go ahead and finish up this field, and we'll see you guys in March. Well, already it is officially a March here on Frankenmuth Farms, and the winter was pretty productive and also very destructive on our bank account. We probably should have done a little bit more to try to make a little bit more money before we just went ahead and skipped, what was it, like 4 to 5 months. But nonetheless, the sunflower oil production is absolutely kicking right now. We're going to go ahead and take a lap here soon and see how many pallets of sunflower oil that we have spawned, as well as our fabric. The other thing that's been doing really well is the soybean open air greenhouse. We currently have 28,000 liters of soybeans stored in our transport bag there. The cotton and sunflower fields or open air gardens, I should say, are distributing out to the spinnery as well as the oil mill production point. So we're not going to have any pallets that spawn there. Now you can see we have $4,438 left in the bank, and no, I did not purchase anything whatsoever as we were fast forwarding through all of our time. That is simply just the cost of doing business. We spent nearly $20,000 in getting prepped and ready for the winter time in just production cost alone. Now, if we take a look here, we don't really have any contracts that we can do. We have one seeding contract and a fertilizing contract, which we are absolutely going to go ahead and take that fertilizing contract because we still have fertilizer and everything that we need right out here in front. We have, let's see what we have here. These are actually seeds, so that's good. And then we have our solid fertilizer over here. So that's actually perfect. What we'll do is we'll use our tractor to haul the fertilizer spreader. We'll make ourselves a quick 15,000 that way. And then what I'm also going to do is I'm going to come in here and I'm actually going to take this seeding contract here as well. The only thing I need to really do is move some of this stuff out of the way so that everything spawns here at the farm for us. I should say everything gets delivered to us here at the farm. Go ahead and hook up to that trailer. Don't be afraid of it. We'll get this stuff up and moved out of the way. That's perfect right there. Let's go ahead and take a look, see if it's still there. Perfect. Now, the reason I'm borrowing the items is to ensure that we actually get the cedar. That's, oh, uh-oh. Speaking of which, where I bet you the cedar spawned, on the other side of the barn. Not bad. Okay, we'll take that. We're happy with that. So we'll go ahead and get all these filled up. I'm going to go ahead and get through the fertilizing contract and this seeding contract so we can go ahead and make ourselves some money. And at which point we need to go around and collect up all of the items that have spawned at our production points. Or at a minimum, we need to just go over and take a look and see what we have there. There's no harm in just leaving the pallets there. And here we go. I mean, third full calendar year here on Frankenmuth Farms. I'm pretty excited for it. This series has actually been a lot of fun to do, especially being like a start from scratch series. And you can see it is extremely difficult to make money and maintain income on this game. And we are utilizing the production points now, which is going to definitely significantly help us out. But it is a very slow grind to get started. I've been reading some comments on some videos lately with people saying, and even going back into some of the older farming sim videos on the channel and seeing people talk about how to make money and how to use production points appropriately and stuff like that to help you make money. So I think what I'm going to do is kind of do an upgraded, more current beginner's guide series video for people out there. And I'm going to try to kind of consolidate the video down just a little bit. And then also, oh, that's lime. That is not at all what we wanted. Not even close. Unload that. Why did that start filling up with lime? I want fertilizer. There we go. That's better. But yeah, I want to kind of do an update and talk about just some more direct ways that you can get right into Farming Simulator and really start enjoying the game even more. And that includes how to use productions, some tips for making money quickly. There's a couple different methods that you can use to make some money very efficiently to get you started in the game. And then there's also just the options for doing, your typical start from scratch series. I don't know why, again, I'm disconnecting randomly from trailers. I have no idea what I'm doing. It's my first day on the farm, it feels like. We're also going to need a lot more fertilizer than what we see here because whether it's field 28 or 34, which one is the fertilizing contract? Of course, it's the bigger of the two fields. Why wouldn't it be? Yeah, 2,100 liters of fertilizer is just not really going to get that done. I'm going to go ahead and purchase one more bag of fertilizer real quick just to make sure that we actually have enough. Let's go big bags, big bag fertilizer. Maybe we'll do 2 more bags. Yeah, let's just do 2 more bags. It gives us 4,100 liters, almost 4,200 liters of fertilizer. And I'm just going to kind of nudge this weight out of my way because it's just kind of inconvenient right where it's at. Load up the fertilizer and make our way over to field 34. All right, with the fertilizing contract complete, we have loaded up the cedar and we are currently in the process of planting a cotton field over here in our other contract. So we are going to go ahead. This field's not that large, and we have a relatively decent sized planter as well for this. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and finish getting this field seeded with cotton. You guys just need to sit back, relax, enjoy the bit of a time lapse here as we make our way through this contract. And at which point we'll head on over to the productions and get ourselves caught up on how much sunflower oil and fabric that we have. See what that liquid gold is looking like for us as we continue to try to make as much money as possible here on Frankenmuth Farms. All right, with those two contracts complete, we're going to go ahead and collect up on roughly about $30,000-ish, 25,000, 26,000. Regardless, it was much needed. We were very, very low on money moving into doing those couple contracts there. And then after purchasing the fertilizer, I didn't think we were going to have enough for the seed to get the field done, but we ended up making do with what we had. Now, all we have left to really do is just kind of go over and check up on our production points. We'll take the truck just in case we have anything that's actually spawning out. And I feel like I'm going the wrong direction. Am I? Yeah, I'm kind of going the wrong direction. That's all right. I know a shortcut. Hey, you just hold up. I'm turning right here anyways. We're going to take, ooh, don't roll the truck over. Good Lord, that's the last thing we need here on the farm. Can't afford to be making unnecessary truck repairs. But we're going to jet across here, a little shortcut over to the spinnery, see how much fabric that we have. Then we're going to take a visit over to the oil mill and see where we are. And then that is going to round out the month of March for us. We got through the winter time, which is good. Money continues to be the struggle point here on the episode, which that's what you get when you move into a start from scratch series. It's incredibly difficult to actually make money because initially you're spending so much of it to actually get started. You need to purchase equipment, you need to purchase production points. And it just kind of, did I go by the spinnery? Nope, I think the next one. I think this is the spinnery right here. We have, oh, good Lord, we have 4 pallets. Actually, technically, yes, we do have 5. We actually have 1 in storage. So yeah, we have 5 pallets of fabric that's ready to go over to the house. Hopefully I can get all of these pallets to fit into the back of this truck so we can get these over to the farm, put them inside the garage so that they're stored properly or as close to properly as possible. I just kind of got them sitting there chilling in one of the garages for right now until we absolutely need them or we need to go in and sell any of them. Now this is the part where things are going to get just a little tricky here. I think we can get 1 pallet there. Let's see if we can get the other pallet stacked up on top. We'll go over and take a look at the sunflower oil production process. See where we are with that. This is completely roadworthy, by the way. I think this is absolutely going to work. So let's go ahead and, yeah, once you throw a couple straps on it, there's nothing to worry about. Obviously, nothing about this. There's nothing that can go wrong with this whatsoever. So 5,000 liters of fabric going over. So just out of curiosity then, look at the truck. How much it leans when I was turning. Look at the lean in the truck. The weight of all that fabric in the back. So taking a look at our time-saving stock check here, max value is going to be $43,000 to sell off all of the fabric that we currently have. Couple different options with this. Again, I think I've talked about it in previous episodes. We could just continue to stockpile all of the fabric that we possibly can in hopes that we can afford the spinner or the tailor shop one day, and then we can start having clothing made. But the thing with the spinnery currently is we have a continuous supply of cotton going into the spinnery. So it's not like wherever, yep, here we go. Here we go. There it is. Yep. You know, it's just... Yeah, you know, the amount of just normal things that you see here in Frankenmuth, like just people picking up trucks and you know, setting them back upright. Just wonder what the people driving by are thinking about when they see me over here on my side. I wouldn't want to work with me. Oh, wow, look at all of this. Oh, liquid money right here. So we have 4 pallets here. Looks like we have 1,800 in storage. So we have another 5 pallets of sunflower oil, and we almost have a 6th pallet. And if you look, the sunflowers are at 53,000 liters. So just with the open air garden that we have with the sunflowers in it, that's keeping this whole entire production point running right now. And we still have the upcoming canola harvest. We're just gonna be adding to it, making more money. Soon, before you know it, hopefully, we're going to be into the 6 figures as far as money is concerned, but we also still need to purchase some equipment too, so we kind of got to keep that in mind as well. I'm going to head back over to the farm. I'm going to get this fabric unloaded. I got some body work now to do on this truck after rolling it over. I'm trying to take my time here and not roll the truck back, but I just don't think this is the most favorable way to haul 5,000 liters of fabric, but you know what? We're going to make do. We're going to make it happen. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to bring this episode here on Frankenmuth Farms to a close. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. And if you haven't already subscribed and you're returning back here to the channel to view the content, you're already coming back anyways, you might as well just go ahead and hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell so you don't miss any future content. Stay tuned. The next live stream will be announced. And then if my predictions are correct, this episode's coming out after the turn of the new year. So happy New Year's to everyone. Hope you have a great, safe, and exciting 2024. Let me know what some of your New Year's resolutions are down below in the comments section, and we'll catch you in the next one.